Chapter 14, Our Solar System. Learning Objectives. The Sky, Our Solar System, Change in Seasons, Meteors, Asteroids and Comets, the Earth. Warm-up. Identify the names of the planets from the description given below and solve the grid. The Sky. The sky is full of heavenly bodies. Some of these we can see with our naked eye, some we cannot. Stars are heavenly bodies which have light and heat of their own. They are huge balls of gases, but they appear like tiny specks of light because they are very far away from us. The sun is also a star. It appears bigger because it is the nearest star to the earth. Some group of stars form different patterns in the sky. Such a group of stars is called a constellation. Planets are heavenly bodies which do not have light and heat of their own. They reflect the light of the nearest star to shine. A planet is much smaller than a star. Small heavenly bodies that orbit around the planets are called satellites. Satellites are of two types, natural satellites and artificial satellites. Stars, planets and their satellites, gases and dust gathered together is called a galaxy. Billions of galaxies together form a universe. The galaxy to which our solar system belongs is called the Milky Way galaxy. Meteors, asteroids and comets. Apart from the planets, stars and the moons, there are some other pieces of rocks flying through space called meteoroids. There are thousands of giant rocks that look like small planets. They are called asteroids. Most of the asteroids can be found revolving around the sun between Mars and Jupiter, making an asteroid belt. Comets are other objects that revolve around the sun. They look like bright stars with a tail. They leave a trail behind pointing away from the sun. Our solar system. The solar system includes the Sun, Earth and 7 other planets with their natural satellites. It is a part of the Milky Way galaxy. The Sun is the center of our solar system. The 8 planets that revolve around the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Did you know? At one point of time, we had a 9th planet called Pluto. Now it is considered as a dwarf planet called Plutoid since 2008. The planets are divided into 2 groups, the inner planet and the outer planet. Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars are called the inner planets or terrestrial planets. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are called the outer planets. Now let us know more about these planets. Mercury. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. It is the smallest planet in the solar system. It is boiling hot during the day and freezing cold at night. It has no moon. It revolves around the Sun in 88 days. Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun and the closest planet to the Earth. It is the hottest and brightest planet in our solar system. It has no moon. It is called the morning and evening star because it can be seen in the morning and evening. It takes 225 days to revolve around the Sun. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. It is the only planet known to have life on it. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, which is why it appears blue from the space. It takes 365 days and 6 hours to revolve once around the Sun. It only has one moon. Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. It has 2 moons. The surface of Mars is a cold desert covered with rusty dust. It is called the red planet. It takes 687 days to orbit around the Sun. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest and the fastest spinning planet in the solar system. It is the 5th planet from the Sun. It has 95 moons. It takes around 12 years to revolve around the Sun. Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun. It is the second largest planet in our solar system. It has visible shining rings made up of ice, rocks, and dust. It has 146 moons. It takes 29.5 years to orbit the Sun. Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It is the third largest and the coldest planet in our solar system. It has 28 moons. It takes 84 years to revolve around the Sun. It has 13 rings. Neptune. Neptune is the eighth planet from the Sun and the fourth largest planet in our solar system. It looks blue in color. Neptune has 4 rings and 16 moons. It takes 165 years to revolve around the Sun. The Earth. The only planet where life exists is the Earth. The outer surface of the Earth is very hard. It is called the crust. It is followed by layers of rocks, metals, and minerals called the mantle. Core is the hottest and the innermost layer of the Earth. It is composed of hot molten materials. How does this huge mass move about? How do day and night occur? How do the seasons change? Let us discuss more about that. Movements of the Earth. The imaginary line that passes through the center of the Earth is known as axis. The Earth rotates on its axis. The axis of the Earth is slightly tilted at 23.5 degrees. The axis seems to join the two extreme points of the Earth, the North Pole and the South Pole. Another imaginary line that divides through the center of the Earth is called the equator. It divides the Earth in two equal halves called hemispheres. The northern part is called the northern hemisphere and the southern part is called the southern hemisphere. The movement of the Earth on its axis is called rotation. Earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, which makes one day. Thus, rotation causes day and night. The Earth also revolves around the Sun in a fixed path called an orbit. This movement of Earth around the Sun in its orbit is called revolution. Earth takes 365 quarter days to complete one revolution around the Sun, which makes 1 year. This time is called a solar year. Rotation and revolution take place simultaneously. Revolution can cause change in seasons. Change of seasons. The revolutionary movement of the Earth on its fixed orbit around the Sun causes change of seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. When the northern hemisphere is towards the Sun, the southern hemisphere is away from it, and vice versa. Hence, the season of both the hemispheres can never be the same. When the North Pole faces towards the Sun, the northern hemisphere experiences summer. It receives the direct rays of the Sun. The days are longer. The South Pole is turned away from the Sun, and hence the southern hemisphere doesn't receive much of Sun's rays. Thus, the southern hemisphere experiences winter. When the North Pole faces away from the Sun, the northern hemisphere experiences winter. The days are shorter and it doesn't receive much of Sun's rays, whereas southern hemisphere experiences summer because South Pole faces towards the Sun. Between these two seasons, when the weather is neither hot nor cold, we experience spring and autumn. At the end of summer comes the season of autumn before winter. Similarly, at the end of winter comes the season of spring before summer. The sun rays fall equally on both the hemispheres and make the weather pleasant. Did you know the day when Earth's North Pole tilts the most towards the Sun is called summer solstice? This results in the longest day on northern hemisphere and the shortest day on the southern hemisphere on June 21. Keywords: orbit, to follow a curved path around a planet or a star. Hemisphere, one half of the Earth. Planet, a heavenly body that revolves around the Sun. Satellite, a heavenly body that revolves around a planet. Solar year, the time taken by Earth to revolve around the Sun once. Chapter Roundup. Stars are huge balls of burning gases. They have their own heat and light. Satellites are heavenly bodies that orbit around the planets. Constellations are patterns formed in the sky by different groups of stars. Stars, planets, and their satellites grouped together are known as galaxies. Solar system includes Sun, Earth, and 7 other planets along with their satellites. All the planets are divided into two groups, inner planets and outer planets. Earth rotates on its axis and revolves around the Sun. The revolution causes changes in seasons in the hemisphere.